7 signs your prayer is being answered. Have you ever felt like your prayers are falling on deaf ears? Like, you're speaking to this higher power, and you're not getting any response, any feedback, any sign that your prayers are even being heard? Well, what if I told you that prayers can be answered in ways that you might not even realize? That there are signs, subtle signs, that can indicate whether your prayers are being answered or not. Today, we're gonna explore those signs, and I'm excited to dive in. I think we've all been there, right? We pray for something, we ask for guidance, we seek answers, and then silence. It's like crickets. And it can be really frustrating, because we start to wonder, is anyone even listening? Is anyone even caring? Does anyone even care about what I'm going through? And that frustration can lead to doubt, it can lead to fear, it can lead to anxiety. We start to feel like we're not good enough, that we're not worthy of being heard. But here's the thing, prayer is not always about getting what we want. It's about aligning ourselves with a higher power, with the universe, with whatever you want to call it. It's about trusting that everything is working out for our highest good, even when we can't see it. And sometimes, our prayers are being answered in ways that we don't even realize. I've been there too, where I felt like my prayers were just bouncing off the ceiling, and I was left with nothing but silence. But then I started to pay attention, I started to look for the signs, and I realized that my prayers were being answered all along. Sometimes our prayers are being answered in ways that are so subtle, so quiet, that we miss them. We're looking for this big, flashy, miraculous sign, and we miss the tiny, gentle nudges that are happening all around us. So today, we're gonna explore those signs, and I hope that by the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize when your prayers are being answered, even if it's not in the way you expected. Here are 7 signs that your prayers are actually being answered. Number 1, you feel a sense of peace. When you're praying, you're seeking guidance, you're seeking comfort, and when you feel a sense of peace, that's a sign that your prayer is being heard, that you're being guided towards what's best for you. Number 2, you start to see patterns and coincidences. When you're praying, you're putting out a request to the universe. And when you start to see patterns and coincidences, that's a sign that your prayer is being answered, that the universe is working in your favor. Number 3, you receive unexpected guidance. Sometimes our prayers are being answered through other people, through books, through random conversations. That's a sign that your prayer is being answered, that you're being guided towards what's best for you. Number 4, you start to feel a sense of clarity. When you're praying, you're seeking answers, and when you start to feel a sense of clarity, that's a sign that your prayer is being heard, that you're being guided towards what's best for you. Number 5, you start to see physical manifestations. Sometimes our prayers are being answered in physical ways, through tangible things that show up in our lives. That's a sign that your prayer is being answered, that the universe is working in your favor. Number 6, you start to feel a sense of trust. When you're praying, you're seeking faith, and when you start to feel a sense of trust, that's a sign that your prayer is being heard, that you're being guided towards what's best for you. And number 7, you start to see the bigger picture. Sometimes our prayers are being answered in ways that we can't even see yet, ways that are beyond our understanding. That's a sign that your prayer is being heard, that the universe is working in your favor. But there's one more sign, one that's so profound, so powerful, that it can change your entire perspective on prayer. It's the sign of surrender. When you let go of the need to control, when you let go of the need to understand, that's when your prayer is truly being answered. Because that's when you're trusting, you're having faith, you're believing that everything is working out for your highest good. When you let go of the need to control, when you let go of the need to understand, that's when your prayer is truly being answered. Because that's when you're trusting, you're having faith, you're believing that everything is working out for your highest good. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've had any experiences where you felt like your prayers were being answered in unexpected ways, share them with me in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on spirituality and personal growth.